get the politics of this, but we have to realize if you're allowing them to access that type of capital, then that's capital that will allow them to potentially kill more of our troops when we send the 1,000 over there.
I mean, look, no, we were just talking about people being angry about paying, $4 and $5 a gallon gas. So if this money makes it into the market, it'll bring down the price here at home. So this is for the American people to decide whether it's worth it to pay less at the pump to give a temporary lifting of these sanctions against Iran, so it gets into the tanks of the American motorists. So I don't know. We'll see what Americans think about that.
I don't want anything going to the benefit of this regime, Casey. I just have to be honest. I understand the point, and Nira, you made a valid point in terms of the American people struggling at the pump. I get that. I empathize with it, and I'm certainly not ignoring it. But we are in the midst of a conflict with this regime. And whether it's 14 billion or 1 billion, I think it's slightly different. It's slightly different than Obama. We're not directly giving them cash, but they are still benefiting. They are still benefiting. And I'm of the mindset that I would not want the regime to benefit. I get the politics of this, but we have to realize if you're allowing them to access that type of capital, then that's capital that will allow them to potentially kill more of our troops when we send the 1,000 over there. So no, I'm not necessarily supportive of this.
I would argue this is, if you think what Obama did was bad, this is infinitely worse. Why? Because, I'll be really clear with you. Why? We were not at war with Iran when that happened. We had just signed the JCPOA, the nuclear deal. Maybe you don't like it, but we weren't actually at war with them. And just a quick calculation here, $14 billion is 400,000 Shahade drones. 400,000 Shahade drones, which they can produce. We know they can produce themselves. So I just want to say, I understand that the president is panicked about gas prices, but perhaps the worst possible idea is to provide resources to a regime you are actually at war with so that they can buy more weapons to threaten not only American troops that we may send over there, but, our allies, etc.